Hi, if you're here, I'm guessing you're somebody who understands yourself pretty well. You've probably done the reading, done the reflecting. You can probably name what's happening often while it's happening. And yet, something still isn't feeling right the way you want it to. Still doubting, still somewhat insecure. Because here's what I see again and again in my work. There's an event, a trigger, and your body will tighten. The thoughts will speed up. And even though there's a part of you that knows exactly what's happening at this trigger moment, your nervous system just takes over anyway, even though you have the logic and the language to explain it. And then, because you're someone who really tries to grow, you reflect more, you analyze deeper, you push yourself to figure it out even more. But instead of things getting quieter or calmer, on some level they get louder, at least for a time being. Maybe it's more tense, probably more frustrating. And then there's this internal voice underneath it all that says, why am I still reacting like this? I've worked on this. Shouldn't I be past this by now? I'm a grown-up, right? What I want you to know is this. What's really happening is not that you're stuck because you're not trying hard enough. You're stuck in a way because your nervous system doesn't yet feel safe enough to respond differently. You go almost immediately into reptilian brain versus prefrontal cortex thinking. And you can't push a nervous system into safety. There's no amount of pushing harder that's going to create safety. More pressure doesn't create safety. What creates safety is sort of a gentleness, a consistency, and sometimes just enough space for something to shift on its own. And that's exactly why I created this Inner Shift journal. I almost call it a journey. It's over 30 days. So it's not a journal that's asking you to dig harder, analyze more, figure it all out by trying for deeper understanding. It's 30 days of simple, calming prompts. It's one question a day. And so these questions are designed a bit with how your brain works. There is a bit of neuroscience here, but you don't have to know that for them to work. They are designed to slow your mind by helping you practice the noticing gently and without judgment. Generates more compassion and acceptance, hence it softens the body, and often gently interrupts the emotional loop or the high-stake trigger loop. So there's no long entries, there's no pressure for gaining insights, and there's no way really to do it right or wrong. It's some ways just noticing what comes up for you when you're asked the question. It's a gentler way in, and one that actually works with your nervous system instead of against it. I'm Rebecca Robbins. I'm a behavioral specialist and a neuroplasticity informed coach, the founder of Belief Redesign. I've spent years sitting with people in moments of exactly this kind of frustration and trigger points. And what I've seen again and again, that change doesn't happen when we're pushing harder, trying to make something work. It actually happens when we finally feel safe enough to slow down, calm enough to reflect and absorb a different belief. And this journal is built on that belief, that slowing down, that simply noticing without pressure. So if any of this has felt familiar, this journal is right here on this page. It's just $7, maybe 2 minutes a day. It's 30 gentle prompts, morning, night, it's up to you. So it's not to fix you, but to give your nervous system the space it needs to start a shift. The questions, sort of like sitting with a question. You really deserve a gentler way through these things that are reoccurring, these patterns that are reoccurring for you. And if you want to go deeper, there is another option on the page as well. That's completely up to you.